Today is the second day of Halloween, and as such, we are going to be exploring downtown Disney
and the 3 Disneyland hotels to see if they have any Halloween decorations.
So our first stop is going to be the Disneyland Hotel, and we're going to see what they have in terms of decorations. We're also going to go to downtown Disney and see what Halloween activities there are that you can do for free. I parked at the Mickey and Friends tram, so we walked down here, just kind of used that bridge. So here we are. Of all the hotels, the Disneyland Hotel by far has my favorite entry. Love the carpet coming in. Look at how grand this entry is. It's always got fresh flowers here, and look, they have recreated the Haunted Mansion. Check out how fun this is. I don't think I've ever noticed this in the flowers before, but they have hidden Mickeys in them. Those flowers are 100% real. We were actually here one night when they were changing them out. I don't know how often they change them out, but they always look fresh. I love that the whole lobby is kind of themed towards the ghost. These are the hitchhiking ghosts from the Haunted Mansion. They're so cute. They even have the hitchhiking ghost inside the elevator. We aren't eating here today. The Goofy's Kitchen does, in fact, have themed for Halloween food and characters. So does the Storytellers, but they are different. But we'll get to Storytellers in a minute. The costumes at Goofy's Kitchen are the same costumes that they wore last year at the Disneyland Park. So if you didn't get to see them, this is a great opportunity to get to come see them. And of course, the restaurant is decorated and there's spooky music playing. I think this one might be my favorite one right there. It's really hard to get this one without anybody in it, but they do give you a complimentary photo. And your photo, if you come for Halloween, is going to have the Halloween background. You can enter the restaurant by coming through these doors. They're connected to the pool. We just went through the holiday lobby instead. But this is the other entry, so you can come into the restaurant this way, and it's going to take you through those doors. Alrighty, we've now made our way outside. Here's the pool. They don't have anything cute or pumpkin out here, which is a little bit surprising. Oh, yes, they do. We just found it. We just hadn't walked far enough. I knew they had to have something out here because they always do something out here. They have recreated the Haunted Mansion. What a fun picture spot. I love it. We are now going to head over to the Grand Californian Hotel. We do have to enter downtown Disney to get there. So, in terms of going out in the morning and going to downtown Disney, Disneyland's hotel is not as convenient, but you can take the monorail, and it basically has its own security entrance. Granted, even to leave the Grand Californian to go into downtown Disney or into California Adventure Park, you're still gonna have to go to security. So I guess it's kind of an apples to apples kind of thing. I don't know. The spooky music is playing. We are currently in between entertainment right now, but they do have live bands that play up here. Last year, they actually showed some Halloween movies that, if I remember right, it was closer to October. So maybe they'll do that again this year. Those movies were completely free. They were fun. Everybody would kind of hang out on that grass and watch them. The only one we actually made it to, which is weird because we were here almost every time that they did one, was Hocus Pocus. And they've got their fun decorations out in downtown Disney. This brings us to our free activity. There is a free version, there's also a paid version. Both are identical, minus that one gives you a map and you'll get a prize. So we're going to stop here first. We are only going to do the free version today. You could actually just take a picture of the outside because it's going to kind of show you on here where they are, but you're not going to get the really cute stickers and you're not going to get the prize. So if you do the paid version, it's $12. They're going to give you that physical map and it's going to have stickers that you put on it. So as you go around, and it's going to tell you the locations that you could do what I just did. Don't tell Disney, and just take a picture of it. Or if you've got older kids, what I think is even more fun, and which is what we do, we if we don't buy the map, because we frequently buy the map, but we'll just go around and see how many we can find without looking at all, because that does make it a little bit more challenging. But what you'll do is you'll go and oh, and thank you. You do not need to complete the map to get the prize. You can actually get the prize when you pick up the map because they're just going to stamp it to say that you already got your prize. That's also what I like to do because I don't have to worry about finding a place to get the prize when we're done. This year, they are these little mini purses, and they're a mystery box. So you don't choose which one it is. You're just gonna be surprised. Here's the next Halloween decoration. Last time I was here, they did not have any of the flowers up. It's really pretty with the flowers. It is a Saturday. It's kind of hoppy. And guess what? I just spotted the first eggs. Can you see them? Or why did I say eggs? Because they do this for Easter too. That's why I said eggs. But yep, just spotted the first pumpkins. Can you see them, Who's? They're up above Splitsville, and there are the Lilo and Stitch pumpkins. So if we were doing the paid version right now, we would take our stickers and we would put on the map. We'd put the Lilo and Stitch one on the Splitsville place. But since we're not, we're just gonna say, yay! We did it. If you saw it, don't tell Who's. She can't see it. So some of these are really easy. Some of them are a little bit more challenging. The pumpkins themselves are absolutely adorable. I forgot to mention this because we didn't make a stop there, but as far as free activities go, you can go into the Lego store and like build little minifigures and stuff. Now, granted, you're not gonna be able to take it home if you do it, but well, you could because you could actually buy the minifigures. But you can actually go in there and kind of play with the Legos and not buy them because they do have some Legos out that are just there for you to kind of play with. If you're playing around at home, we just found a couple more. I'm going to pan. Let me know in the comments if you found them. So we're going to start from this angle. This is where we just walk from this direction. So here we go. Panning the whole thing. Let me know which pumpkins you found. This is where we're going to put a little pause on our game for a second. No, we're not, because actually I'm going to give you a second shot because I just found another one. This is where we are going to enter the Grand Californian Hotel. It's in between the sweet shop and Sephora, directly across from Napolini and the Salt and Straw. And if you were paying attention, oh my gosh, I can actually see two more pumpkins from here again. Let me know if you saw them. I'll pan one more time. We're kind of far apart because I don't want to completely ruin this for you if you're going to come do it. But from here, we are going to head into the hotel. This is a pretty cool entrance as well. I try really hard not to get people in these videos, and sometimes that is way more challenging than it should be. It is really hot outside. The store is open into the lobby, and you can feel the cold air as you walk down the walkway. It feels so good. Okay, so now we have entered into this is kind of a conference center. It isn't kind of, it is a conference center. This leads straight to the lobby. It's really close. I'm gonna take advantage of nobody being in here. I have sat down here before. These chairs are lovely and comfy, and it's a really good place if you need somewhere that's quiet. Straight ahead is the check-in or lobby. It's all decorated out for fall. We've actually got live music going on right now. This is my favorite lobby in Disneyland. We're doing too, where it's 80 degrees outside, 90 degrees outside. This doesn't look as lovely as it does in the fall, but look at how pretty this is. I have sat in these rocking chairs. They are very nice. These are not free, but you can come over here and get a really fun Halloween treat without having to have a park reservation. Which one should we get? Those are the gingerbread men for Halloween. I don't know. I kind of want the mayor, and the Oogie Boogie cookie looks super fun. This is the real reason that we are here in the lobby. Love that they do this. We watched them put this together one year. I think it was morning time, but now I can't remember. That they were bringing it in from another part of the building. Yeah, from wherever their bakery is. because they were like bringing it down in pieces and then they finished assembling it here. But this is all edible. This is really cool. Love the pumpkins. See if I can get some more detail on Jack and Sally's face. There we go. Wow. And of course, my favorite little dog, Zero. Can't forget to put him in there. So this is 110 pounds of fondant, 175 pounds of chocolate, 105 pounds of rice cereal. I think that says 150 pounds of powdered sugar. I'm a little bit far away from it. And I believe that's an 18 pounds of marshmallows. Wow. And then it's going to last all the way until October 31st down here in the lobby. And they will. They'll swap this out for something Christmassy. There's usually like hidden Mickeys or something in here. Talk about attention to detail. Mayor is two-sided, so there's his other half. And even though you can't really see this from the front, they've still added all the pumpkins to the back. So better view of Sally. Sally, though, look, they've like done all the texture on the snow so it isn't flat. Love the detail on the gate. Like you use from behind, can't wait to see the other side. But that does in fact look like snow. I love that it's got like the leaves on the ground. They should have done count the pumpkins, just kidding. But all of the pumpkins' faces are different too. From this side you can actually see that he's got the two faces. You can totally see the silhouette from the back side of the moon on this side. The other side was all pumpkins. There's still a few pumpkins on this side, but this side is more graveyard. This will be the mayor. Wow, like the buttons on here, they look like real buttons. That's super cool. Same with the spider. And to come over on this side, we've got Mr. Oogie Boogie himself and all of the detail like in the dice and on his face. There's so much going on in this. Again, 800 hours. And I can't imagine how challenging it is to bring it over and put it together here and hope that it doesn't crack on your way or that something doesn't happen to it. Those are the doors we just walked out of, which is their main lobby. If you head out this way towards the Storytellers restaurant and the pool, this is where their dedicated entrances into the California Adventure Park. So they are the only Disneyland hotel that has a private entrance into the park. Storytellers Cafe is all decorated up. We ate there last year. Highly recommend it. But that's not a forever thing. Right on the corner. And this right here is where the security entrance is. So everybody's turning left. I'm not going to actually go through it right now because we're going to go back into downtown Disney and finish. But this is where you enter to enter the park. This puts you right where Grizzly Rapids is. So you can kind of see it through there. We haven't timed that one just right, and we watched Clarabelle as she was coming out to go into Storyteller's restaurant. So that was kind of fun. You can get lucky and see some of the characters. They're not going to stop and take pictures or talk to you, but you can see them. You can also see them. I didn't do it, but you can also see them if you look in the windows of the restaurant as you're walking by. Again, you won't really be able to wave at them or talk to them or get autographs or anything, but you can see them in their costumes. But I do highly recommend just go eat at the restaurant. We are now just backtracking and going back to where we came, back into downtown Disney. We will have to pass through security again, which is kind of a pain in coming into the hotel. But I still think it was totally completely worth the walk. I absolutely love seeing how they changed up the lobby for every single season. This is not a video about staying at the Disneyland Hotels for Halloween. However, we did stay here last year at Halloween time. And if you stay here on a night that there is an Oogie Boogie Bash, they actually trick or treat in the resorts. This is a little bit turned into now how close it is to walk from the Disneyland Hotel to Disneyland, because that's essentially what we've done. It's really close. The monorail was not open today, but if the monorail is open, you can take the monorail and end up straight in Disneyland. But you do have to have a valid park ticket to be able to ride the monorail. And as long as we're finishing our walk down here, as we walk, let's see if you can see those pumpkins. I think the pumpkins themselves are really cute. The, they also do that Pluto's Pumpkin was Pursuit in California Adventure and in Disneyland. Same rules apply. You can do it for free and just kind of guess on where they are. And keep your eyes open. Once again, I recommend with older kids, even if you buy the map, you could do it that way. And then if you need to pull out that map and consult it. But they are three separate maps with different pumpkins in them. Okay, there's people kind of standing in here from here that love the Goofy over here. I can't even begin to tell you the amount of people that I've seen walk by here and they're like, it's missing the M. Why didn't Disney put up the M? And to be totally completely honest and throw myself under the bus, I kind of did that the very first night I saw it too. And I'm like, oh, something must have happened to the M because it was while they were setting it up. But check out how clever this is. It isn't missing. Pluto took it. Yeah, love that detail. If you look at it this way, it's much more obvious, but if you're just walking by and you haven't seen what Pluto's holding it, very easy to think that Disney just forgot the M. I don't know how good these pictures are going to show up because of the way the angle of the sun is, but you can always window shop as well or go into any of these places and look at all their fun merch. That could end up being very not free, however, though, because man alive, I don't know who they hired this year to do all that merch. I'm assuming it's somebody new just because they super raised the bar. And there is not a thing in the store right now that I do not want. Never seen that sweatshirt either, that adventure one then. That Adventureland one or the Fantasyland of you. Anyways, I've got so many fun things. Who says I'm playing Dora the Explorer? Can you find the missing decoration? But there it is. It's so cute. You know, I was looking at this last night when we were here, and I was thinking how fun it would be if they actually had Mickey and Minnie wearing these costumes in the park. Because it seems like every single year they just do something that's like a ghost or a pumpkin. This year, every character is a jester. But I just think these are so fun. Like, how fun would it be if they actually like took the princes or the princesses or something and had each of the characters dress up as like a different fairy tale character? But I don't know. That'd be really cool, Disney. We have now entered into the Esplanade. They are doing so much construction around here. Portos is being built. Super excited about that. Absolutely love Portos. And you can't see it from here, but the other end where they have the other security entrance is all like totally blocked off. I don't know if they're taking out the ticket booth. That's the only thing I can figure because it is around a ticket booth. But yeah, Portos is going to be huge. But I'm saying down at the other end, I don't think you've seen it yet. I'll show you when we get down there. Okay, here's what I was talking about. Look at that. They've like totally walled off the ticket booths. They don't use any of this anymore. So those ticket booths are still there, but they don't have anybody in them. But I don't know if they're just flat out getting rid of it. I have no idea. And of course, if you turn this way, the front gates are all totally decorated. At night, you can watch the fireworks from here. You can also watch it from downtown Disney. That is also a free activity. If you're going to watch them from down here, I do recommend going and standing right over there by where that construction wall is. It's a really good view, and you'll see it between the trees. This, where I'm standing currently, on this left gate is not as good a view because you will see trees. You want to be also, you want to either be way far back closer to the California Adventure sign or legit, I watch them from where the end, that corner of the wall is, because then you don't have the monorail anymore blocking your view. And it was a perfect shot through the trees. I'll put a clip of that in there because I'm not going to watch them from out here today. That is a free activity. You can do at 9:30 if you're here, but you don't have park tickets for the day.
This is Future Moose. Originally, I was not going to include this in the video. I went here the next night. Check this out. Downtown Disney has a fun Halloween sign Also, wasn't going to go to Pixar Place Hotel because last year they did nothing. This year they had like a Monsters Inc. takeover. The Monster Inc. characters are trick or treating. You can see all the candy and trick or scream on the walls. Super cute. They also have a fun free activity. If you go into their store, they hide Forky. Every single day, the cast members put it in a different spot. You can look around the store for it. And when you find it, they give you a free sticker. Not gonna lie, tonight's was hard. It was hidden really well. Can you find it in there? Yeah, look at how cute that is. So definitely do that. And then if you walk around the lobby, they literally have the Monsters Inc. characters hidden everywhere. There's Roz. The whole outside of the elevator is a monster. They're hiding behind the doors. Look at the hand right next to the elevator. All of these monsters are not scary. They're just trick-or-treating. There's Boo. They even decorated the back doors leading in from the parking garage. This leads us up to our last two free activities. There are Pixar characters hidden in the tile around the hotel. They are fun to look for. In addition, you might even get lucky, and if you go at the right time, you can get a concert from Joe Gardner from the movie Soul.
Thanks for coming along on this Moosen Adventure. If there's something that I missed or didn't know about, let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know if you've done any of those things, and if so, what your favorite thing to do at the Halloween season at Disneyland Resort is. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate you. I love you tons, and thanks for coming along.